Hi, I'm Andee Rudloff. I'm a local artist here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm here today to meet with Mark Whitley. We're at his studio, which also dubs as his home, because he pretty much works non-stop on everything from sculpture to music and all sorts of other things. So come with me and let's go on a walk through his studio. The smell of wood, I love it.
Put your feet down on the ground where you found yourself when you were only a boy. Bask in the pain when you think of the name of that girl who took you for a toy. Remember, my friend, that when you reach the end, there ain't nothing there left but a stone. You're paying the price of a life that's lived too far from home.
Do you like to call it sculpture or furniture, or is it a mixture of both?
I guess it depends on where I am, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you're at the lumber yard, then you're a furniture maker.
That's great.
If I'm in a gallery at an opening, then I'm a sculptor. I had a hard time for years even considering it to be art. Mm-hmm. That's changed a lot. Now I know that this little hole in the ground I work in is my studio, and it's as much part of me as anything there is in the world. I built this with these undulating curves that had reveals, and at that time it had an opening at the end, which was deleted on the final one. Mm-hmm. But this design has been built as two major benches, two as a dresser, as a few different coffee tables. It's just been a huge thing for my studio, was this little design. And when I remember it like yesterday, I went to the Arboretum, and he was just coming home from work in the middle of the day, and he didn't even get his coat off until he said, "Yep, that's what I want."
That's great.
And so this is the spring bench that's in the other main gallery with the curved legs, and these are the two little models that ended up being built. This is called the thinking chair number 2.
You can sit in it either way.
I guess you could. Well, what people do is they sit in it and their hands instantly go to the outer edge. And so I had a thinking chair number 1 that was more along the line of a traditional chair, more Windsor style. Mm-hmm. And then I decided to do this one, which is sort of based on, you know, the mid-century sort of chairs that I enjoy. There's like the Arne Olsens there. Mm-hmm. I picked up at an auction. And then it's got more of a Nakashima kind of joint at the back. Mm-hmm. And so right now,
I have to try it now.
I'm working on taking that chair to a simpler form,
Yeah.
which is what I'm working on at the bench.
I feel a little Lily Tomlin, like Edith Ann.
Uh-huh.
You know,
it's fun, right?
It's a small chair, but yet it feels really big.
Uh-huh.
Because of these sides. You feel like you're just this little kid.
Right.
You know, and you want a peanut butter and banana sandwich. You know. When did you start calling yourself an artist?
Oh.
Are you okay with that title now?
Yeah, I'm okay. It makes me feel a little icky, but it's what I am, mm-hmm. So you can't deny what mm-hmm. you are. Mm-hmm. I had been looking for a home, you know, and I went to the craft market with my dad mm-hmm. in 2005, I think. And I walked in, and I walked around, and I thought, well, here's home. You know, these are my people. I didn't even know they existed. Like, I didn't know, I had been to art fairs, but I didn't know how you got from making stuff to the fair.
Right.
And the Arts Council, they walk you right through it. You get to learn while you're doing. Mm-hmm. And so really it wasn't until I got involved with that and gained a tremendous more confidence in my work mm-hmm. that I was okay with being called an artist. Art's arts of all sorts. I know they employ a tremendous amount of people in Kentucky. And, you know, as I tell people every time I get a chance, this is how a lot of us, this is how we eat, this is how we buy cars, this is how we pay for our house. This is our life, and it is a valid, important way to live. You know, if you take all of the arts away or take away funding for the arts, then you would end up with a very sterile, very boring community. But Kentucky is so overwhelmed with talent, and I just feel that it's such a pleasure to be included in that group and to be part of creative minds, you know. And when the Arts Council calls, I'm there. I just, anything that they need, anything that I can do, I want to be there because I get it, you know, I understand. And I think that in great part our legislators and officials, they kind of get it too, that what we do is important. You know, the public art, the private art, it all helps build the economy, and the Arts Council, that's kind of, at least in the craft marketing program, that's the main goal, is, you know, we're job creators, and I might only create a job for me, but for 13 years I have created my own job, and I'm pretty proud of that. And that it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of a job, you know. For me, it's a 24-hour gig, and I don't get to lock the door at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and go home. I live with it, and I love it that way. I wouldn't have it any other way.